Welcome to the weekend edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. We have a great show lined up for you. Our guest tonight is Madam Boss. Akothee is in the house. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Before we get to that part of the show, though, the newly announced police reforms have come with all sorts of good news for the usual suspects.
Nataka kudevelop kitu inaitwa trust. Ni njia gani polisi watajiuliza, ni njia gani tutafanya wananchi wa trust sisi? Ikiwa wewe umelewa, si lazima tukukamate. Tunaweza kukupeleka nyumbani kama ni pahali karibu.
So basically you can be arrested not because you are drunk, but because you are drunk far from where you stay. Haki ya vande nisamehe. Nitahamia karibu na Ndogogio. I promise. Na sio hata umenishikia bali. Okay, sio bali na town kama hakuna jam. There's also a proposal to have police officers be integrated into estates and live among wananchi, and this is one of the reasons.
So si ati msione kwamba walikuwa wanaishi tu kwa line. Wengi walikuwa wanaishi nje. Tena kuanzia cheo ya inspector kwenda juu, walikuwa wanalipwa house allowance na walikuwa naishi na nyinyi. So isiwe, unajua tunapenda kuingiza siasa. Na pia tunataka watu wazoeane na polisi.
Watu wazoeane na polisi. It will be interesting to see how that works. How do you even ask for rent from a police officer? Afande, umefanikiwa hii mwezi ama nitoe kwa ile fine ya loitering? I can't wait to hear cases of Kai. Afande, hata kwako kumeibiwa. Kweli wakora wamekosa adabu. How do you even knock to a police officer's house kumwambia ofisa naona upunguze mziki, mtoto wangu analala? That's very weird. Kijana namna gani? Unakuja kuharibia serikali starehe, si wewe uende upunguze watoto? In other news, Kenya Pipeline had to recall 14 trucks that were loaded with water instead of petrol at their Kisumu plant. As much as water finding its way in a petroleum tanker is the same concept of how some of our leaders found themselves in office, how do you confuse water for petrol? That's inexcusable, especially in Kisumu. It will be understandable if these trucks were headed to Komarok or Umoja, where water is more expensive than petrol. Watu wa Umoja wako familia na stories kama maze huyu jamaa amekafunga, huyu jamaa ana kitu, imagine upe ya wageni maji ya kukunywa. Also, after losing their president to corruption, after they lost their president to corruption, South Africa is back with a bang.
Effect of the judgment of this court is to decriminalize the use or possession of cannabis by an adult in private for that adult person's consumption in private.
After watching the celebrations, I wish the Kenyan government would also prank the people that bang has been legalized just to see who will celebrate. Mchungaji pia wewe. Ndio sababu wanakuita mankush. So you are a puff passy. Now for South Africa, I can't help but wonder why they've taken so long to accept themselves. I mean, the signs of weed have been the signs of a weed outbreak have been there all along, and not only for the weird hairstyles. Have you seen the South African Parliament?
You say some of us don't know English properly.
Can
and then
Honorable
we
Matisa,
can only come and say
Honorable Matisa,
hong, like that.
Honorable Matisa,
yes, hong,
Honorable Matisa,
hong.
Honorable Matisa.
Now let's say huang is not weed. What do you think the parliament will be like with the legalization of weed? And this debate on the legalization of bang has also come up in Kenya. But what good can come out of weed if some of the people who have been arrested in possession of weed are bold enough to lie in the name of the Lord?
Hii kazi ni yangu peke yangu. Hata nikuacha, lakini Mungu ndiye ananiambia bado nipate. Nimesema mpaka juu. Nimeenda juu na nikarudi.
You know you have smoked too much weed when you cannot tell the difference between God na Gode. Now, the subject of our show tonight is about single parenthood, one of the pillars of the opposition campaigns in the last elections.
Single parents, single mothers. Wako wengi sana kwa taifa letu hili. Na wanakaa wanahangaika manake wao ndio wanalea watoto na hawana mapato.
Interestingly, That statement is one of the reasons most women are single mothers in the first place. Baba alisema atawasimamia alafu wakatoroka. Come to think of it, even when this Baba made that promise, he was running for president. Now, an observation I've made on the single parents issue, supported by statistics, is that most fathers have become single parents if the wife passes on. Most mothers have become single parents because the father ran away. This would explain why Baba has been running since 1997. And what is that he will be running again in 2022. Basically, running iko kwa nature ya Baba, and not only for president. In that clip, Baba was running for safety. Now, that's not the type of running fathers we are discussing on the show tonight. I came across an interesting tweet from Mlota_Azola, and it says, "No one hides pain like a single mother who wants to be strong for her children." That's accurate. But let's not forget that when it comes to hiding pain, no one hides pain like a Githurai resident paying 60 bob fare kwa ile gari lilimleta tao na 10 bob. Same distance. Now, single parenting is almost a crisis in Kenya, and the statistics are just as shocking. Nairobi leads in the number of children raised by both biological parents. Sadly, it's Nairobi that most children live like they don't have parents. Hashtag ifikie wazazi. Eastern Kenya leads with the most children raised by single mothers with their father still alive. How ironic, coming from a region where one woman is married to 2 husbands. Now, Western, on the other hand, leads with the number of most single fathers with their mother still alive, and statistics say that this is courtesy of cultural beliefs in the region that children belong to the father. Now, the story of this father went viral after NTV Uganda covered the story of how involved he is in his child life.
When Shamora recently put up a Facebook post about his daily babysitting, diaper changing routines, it generated 100,000 likes, 11,000 shares, and about 22,000 comments.
If all men got involved in child raising, actually all through from conception, we shall have healthier children, brighter children.
That story drew too much attention because usually most fathers consider their work done at conception. I don't think you will see a Kenyan man carrying their kid to work like that. You don't take your baby where your baby is. Kenyan men don't like mixing issues. Now, the issue of single parenting in Kenya is also very complicated to cover because the title itself has been used very vaguely. The title of a parent. Hebu tafuta watoto random alafu waulize baba yao ni nani. The answer will definitely be Honorable Riparian. if you make it more specific, useme unamaanisha mzazi, watasema Willie M. Tuva. And true to that, even real fathers have been reduced to just that, stage names. Nowadays, even the term daddy haimaanishi wewe ni baba ya mtu. Ukisikia mtu akiulizwa, who's your daddy? It has nothing to do with parenting. And see, it has totally nothing to do with parenting. There are several myths that come with single parenthood, from claims that men raised by single mothers are weak. But on the contrary, some of the most successful men have been raised by their mothers. And I can give you examples all day, starting with Diamond Platinums. In fact, as a successful product of single parenthood, Diamond has gone out of his marriage to create and to make sure that there are more diamonds out there by creating more. Yes, by creating more single mothers. John Wairimo, who was a guest on our show not long ago, is one of the 4 people in America and possibly in the world with a master's degree in nuclear medicine. Ruth Matete, an award-winning musician in Kenya, has been raised by her dad. I guess that answers the question of the effect of being brought up by a single parent on a child. And being brought up by both parents is no guarantee that they will turn out to be better than someone who's been brought up by a single parent. You want to tell me that everyone on this matatu was brought up by both parents? To help us break this subject down is the international baby mama and the president of single mothers, Madam Boss Akothee. Join us after the break.
Life is a journey, and GG Motors offers you the most reliable means to get to every planned destination. With a reputation spanning over a decade of the best trade-in and import deals in the country. GG has created a brand that will definitely get you there. Visit any of our branches on Hurlingham, Agwins Kodhek Road and Kiambu Road, or call 0726 310 490 for a chance to move in style at a price that is friends with your pocket. GG Motors, your trusted motor dealer.
Welcome back to the Weekend Edition. I'm Dr. Kingori. The subject on our show tonight is single parenting, and our guest is the president of the Single Mothers, and herself, she is the mother of 3 beautiful daughters and 2 little Trevor Noahs. Akothee is in the house. Mambo.
Poa sana.
Siusalimiana hivyo, naona na bling. But the first thing you'll notice ni ati tuna match. Tumepiga balance poa sana. Karibu kwa show.
Asante.
While doing research for this show, there was a line that I came by. Inasema, women have the choice to decide on whether to keep the baby or not. Men don't have a choice. Once the baby is amekuja, you have to take responsibility. Where do you draw the line? Doesn't that sound unfair?
No. Actually, I'm so happy about this because you know what? Men have been ignoring us for so long. They come, they walk in, and then they imagine they've gone. We remind you after 9 months that you are around. I love it.
So watoto ni alarm.
You see, the problem, that is when you will see his true colors. In fact, you will be shocked. Just try and call a man and tell him you've missed your period. He'll tell you go find it. And you are the two of you. And the moment, you know what surprises me is like the way they whisper into your ears. You say, oh baby, you know, we can't have it now. Don't worry. You think I can't take care of you and the baby? You know. Yeah. And they are doing theory. And we women, we are busy doing practicals. Hapo ndio wasichana wameshangaza. They've just done the theory. Wewe ushamaliza, ushaona vile umekuwa introduce kwa wazazi wao. Yaani wewe usha settle. Umeona ile Range Rover pale nje, kumbe ni rafiki yake ameomba kuja kusaidia. You know, it's so annoying how even right nowadays we even get pregnant through Bluetooth. Yani kuniomba tu jina yangu tayari niko pregnant. You understand? Because I know I've looked at your status, I've seen you are in a suit, you are driving a big car. I don't even know if you have a loan or wherever. Me, I just want that good life. Before you know it, just one night. Siku hizi tunajua in one day. Sisi kitambo ilikuwa 2 months wasema periods hazijakuja. Kwani what's going on? You know, siku hizi one day baby I'm pregnant. So it's upon boy child to think.
For sure, but then if you think, you say mtu akisha kuambia go find it where you lost it, and you see is not a responsible person, isn't that the time to make the big decision?
Yes, of course.
Because a baby is a lifetime commitment.
Yes.
Alafu ukiweka mtu unataka kusema this guy will be a father, and he has already showed signs that
he is not.
He's just a farmer. Sowing seeds.
Which most of them are. I have had you see, I get angry of this issue of when people talk about sponsor and whatever, because I've dated a man who is my age mate, and I've dated people who are older than me, even maybe the age of my grandfather. You will not
What's the difference? Sisi ndio tuko sawa ama wale wa?
No. The difference is actually the same. I got kicked out of Switzerland 9 months pregnant by a guy who is 54 years old. I was only 25 by then. Like, are we together?
Yes.
So, like, you know, when he said that he's not ready.
Not together like that. For the story.
Yeah, you understand? So, when he said that he's not ready for the baby, it wasn't an accident. When he approached me, he saw how responsible I was with my kids. Just like you said before, the pain of a single mother, it is only a single mother that can tell. Those people you see yapping on Facebook, most of them are even products of sugar daddies. It's only that their mothers have not told them the truth. But as a single mother will never raise their finger and point out anything to another single mother, because it is a pain that someone cannot tell. When I see celebrities walk on social media holding hands, holding their children's hands, like there's this person I follow so much, Clemo 254 of Radio Maisha. When I see him run around with his daughter, I ask myself, kwani mimi nilifanyia wanaume wangu nini?
For you, for example, you have a very strong personality. Unaget? Labda most men cannot stand that.
Because they also have some other children elsewhere. Yule mwingine atauliza kwa nini hujapost wangu? These celebrities, no, you've got a good topic. Any celebrity who doesn't post their wives or children, they are having so many other around, so they don't want to be held to no. You have to be proud of your family. So I would say that it's a decision that a woman can make to get pregnant or not. Being with the exposure right now, as our days, tutasema si tulishaharibu. Mimi Akothee nilishaharibu. Bana wewe unasema mtu asinifuate. Because mimi nilishasema, mimi nilishaharibu. So usiniweke role model wako tafadhali. Ukikuja kwa page yangu, chukua ile inakufaa. Ile unaona ni mbaya, wacha, hautaweza. Because I cannot go back. So let's say we start dating with you right now, right?
That's a good example,
yeah.
Yes.
You understand? Then we get a baby. Yes. Then you decide to walk away. Should I swallow the baby back to my stomach so I can remain, you know, hot and sexy? Yeah.
Baby Daddy, the song. The song opens na Baby Daddy uko wapi? And for me, that answers so many questions in terms of kama mtu anaweza kuwa miss independent or whether you don't need a man in your life. It's about the kids. You may not need the man in your life, but the kids need their father. And when I say you have one of the thickest skins, ni kwa sababu, as far as music is concerned, you've taken a lot of criticism. And sometimes some people, we have very irresponsible people, wale ma keyboard warriors, the irresponsibility inaendanga mpaka kwa watoi. How do you handle that?
Bora kazi yao ndogo. See, I also get back to them with the same keyboard. And I know they are suffering. Wamekula ugali na madondo, nimekula chips na nyama, so wakiamka asubuhi niko business class naenda zangu Switzerland. He's only seen a plane on same keyboard.
What happens if you find that the person is rich?
I've never found any rich man hating on social media. I'll be real, unless they have pseudo accounts.
That's the new way to identify poor people.
Yes, you know, you have to identify where the problem is coming from. Like when I'm at my swimming pool, like I have 4 swimming pools. Someone is asking me, "Where utatembea uchi paka lini?" Niingie na buibui, like, you know, today. I really had to struggle. You know, like my body is not used to this. Even like right now, I just feel like I'm in jail as we are talking. I can't wait to get to my hotel room and jack off these things. Yes. It took me, like, we were fighting with the manager for almost 4 hours. Yes. on how to dress to come to Dr. Kingori. Yes. It's like you will be thrown out. I'm like, I can't do these things. It's not me. You know, I want to. Wacha ipigwe na upepo.
Wale wana watch nyumbani, that's the other word for wacha ipoe.
And what make me laugh right now is when people talk about wewe ni mweusi sana. This topic kills me, you know?
Yes.
This topic, I love it. You know why I love it? Because these people, they don't even know who they are. Someone asked about me not doing makeup. I don't really need one, do I? I love seeing myself. Actually, normally I walk naked in my house. I look at myself from, yes, I do. Yupi, the whole of upstairs is mine. You've not seen my homes? I walk and admire myself from head to toe. Sitaki kuona kala ingine Fanta, ingine Coca-Cola, no.
Sasa kitu ikitokea ati watu wakimbie.
Ujaona hao mabouncers wote wako nje na security, kitambo tukimbie itakuwa imekwaje?
Ujaona kitu hata bouncer ujui alienda wapi. Billy Blanks alikuwa hapa. Yeye ndio yuko huko.
Yeah, that's nature.
You have kuna mimi sasa shida yangu ni mimi ni mchokozi, but mali kitu na feel inaweza mimi usema. And Baby Daddy nilisema hata kwa show, it was a classic song. Ili ni reach on different levels. There's a new song out, Lotto. Sijui kama wasi wameona. Can we have that song? That's Lotto by Akothee. You can look it up on YouTube. Mekimbia sana. How do you manage to actually, I think you have so much money you are able to act poor. What do you do? Tunajua muziki inaumiza watu Kenya. Wewe unatoa pesa wapi?
Mali natoa pesa. I hardly sleep. Did I eat lunch yesterday? No. The whole of yesterday I didn't eat. From breakfast to dinner, and I'm staying at Sankara. Can you imagine missing Sankara breakfast? Because I am running around. I am afraid of going broke because I am already from there and I know how it feels. Yeah. And I don't have any other person other than being strong. I am mother of 5, and in as much as I gave birth with Muzungus, they don't support me fully. It's only Baba Oyo, the young boy, that is supporting his son. The rest of the 4 are mine and mine alone.
You support them alone?
I support them alone. Fancy Makadia is in Braeburn. She's paying 800,000 per term. The other two are in Strathmore. You know the price of the school fee for Strathmore.
800,000 per
per
term.
term, yeah.
Wanasoma nini? Wako na ng'ombe.
Yeah, so she just finalized her 4th form. She's joining, they call it year 11. Do you know, I get so tired that even attending parents' meeting, I go there and I switch off as long as the children can just realize that mom is there. I mean, like, I really work hard. And that's why I always call Nelly Ox my guardian angel. Yeah. And people, when I post something on social media, they think it's all like roses. It's not. That's why I keep on telling the women out there, even the ladies, that you can never find your worth in a man. First, you have to find the worth within yourself. Then now you find a man who is worth your worth.
Alafu sasa, you do music for as just passion, ama to some extent, the much you've invested for music, it has started paying back.
Dr. Kingori, before I became a celebrity, I was dancing for Musa Juma.
How? Limpopo International.
How? Actually, they used to call me...
How can you leak such important information?
Yes, like you understand. So that you know. You know? Yeah, I'm very passionate.
The saddest day in the history of the world, 15th March 2011.
Yes.
When did you quit?
Quit what?
Limpopo.
Limpopo?
Yes.
Oh, when he died.
Oh, you were there all
I was
through.
with him all through. In fact, even when I was still married, let me just tell you this. I used to hide from my house and come down here at Ranalo. And I would see some church members, even the deaconesses, and I would go and hide with my... You know, let nobody tell me something about church. You don't see me tell people about church. Church is between me and God. As long as I'm not doing anything wrong behind cameras, I am okay to go.
Oh, that's very bold. That's very bold. You do all the wrong things in front of the camera. Hey, Mazi, you've caught me off guard. I'm a big fan of Limpopo International. Na hata wao wanajua. So, you were dancing for Limpopo?
Yes, and it was just for, it was coming from my heart. And that was the turning point in my life. That's why I normally tell the youths, do what you got to do. You never know who is watching. There's this time I was supposed to perform in One Africa Music Fest. And then I normally get this burnout, energy burnout, quite a long time, several times. If you don't see me online, just know she's in bed. And then I collapsed at the airport, and I didn't make it for the One Africa Music Fest. And then I was just at home in Rongo, and I opened social media, and I saw David Babu did Akothee versus Slay Queen. I laughed, and my energy came back. And I told my photographer, please find this boy for me.
Yes.
And so I featured him on my song, and I'm gonna nurture that talent to the latter. So just do what you're doing, you never know who is watching. Sure. And when I was performing in Malindi, dancing for Limpopo, I have those photos. I'll send you on WhatsApp if you don't mind.
Then how can I mind?
Yes. Then there were some Holland guys who were celebrating their birthday, and they saw me dancing, and they called me. I had a hot body, man. I was hot, still hot though. So they asked me, okay, could you come to Holland? We want to invite you so that you can entertain us on our birthday. I said, yes, sure. They helped me look for a passport, and then I came for the visa. Nakumbuka nilipanda, sijui ilikuwa ni basi gani kutoka Mombasa paka Nairobi. Kufika Nairobi, viatu vyangu vikakatika on my way to the embassy. And then naona wasichana warembo wamejipaka mafuta. They're like, nashanga, mimi nitapewa hata kutembea pengine sijui, pengine hata rolon siku anajua kuweka. Yes. So they gave me the visa. No, they denied me the first time, and then the second time they gave me the visa. I went to Holland. I performed for them. They gave me $3,000. That's 300,000. Yeah, when I came back, my children were still with their father. So my daughters used to tell me, Vesha, the director of Akothee Safaris, yes, Mom, wherever you are, please just come and take us, even if you are living under the tree. So when I went, I realized that my ex moved on with another woman and took my children to the village to their mother, to his mother. Yes. So I went and stole my children and came back. So the 50,000, I rented a house for 15,000 in Nyali. The 250, I bought my first car, KAT 516F. And I said, I'm going to be a taxi driver and make sure I provide for my children. So I was manufacturing soap during the day and doing taxi driver during the evening. That's why you see me with all this maalama.
Okay. Na hii ngoma mpya, tell us more about it.
The song is trying to tell each and everyone that just accept your situation the way you are, but do not accept people to use you as a stepping stone to satisfy their thirst. When you look at the song Lotto, this girl has been approached by the boss she's working with. And remember, this boss is Muzungu. People believe Muzungu has money and you have to respect and you have to jump when they cough. Yeah. She actually said no. right? And she's in love with the gardener, who is David Babu now.
Yes.
So this lady, in her mind, she was imagining a point in situation whereby God will just do it like this. And then we'll see how she behaves. You know, it's money that shows people's characters. So when God did it like this, what did she do? She changed the life of people around her.
You went through that?
I went through more than I can tell on TV.
I think ukisema hivyo trailer kama hiyo, then utuambie you went much more than what you can reveal on TV.
We need a session for that.
I guess umefika to place, have you gotten to a place that you don't care about what people think kabisa because of what you've gone through?
Let me just tell you something. I will never be somebody that the society want me to be. Society was not there with me when I was hustling. I had someone ask me if I'm giving back to the society. Yes. Did society give back to me?
Society.
You understand? And should I be spreading the gospel about what I've given out? Actually, I have 40 orphans that I have educated, and some I'm still educating right now. I've even lost the counts. None of them ever came back to me.
That's not part of the Akothee Foundation?
No. That's what I'm just doing. That's why when people are now pushing me, I'm like, then I think I should do it on Akothee Foundation so that they know I have a foundation. And I want them to follow that foundation. The other day I went to Kisumu and I realized that in the maternity, I actually, since you can ask Nelly Ox, when I went home, I never stepped into any of the other bedrooms. I stayed upstairs all the time. And he asked me, you're not visiting the house today? I said, I'm heartbroken. I realized that I have so many rooms, and in Kisumu maternity, 3 women on 1 bed. Miguu ingine huku, miguu ingine huku. And you're busy bashing Akothee online. And what is the government doing about that?
There was a story about you recently that you're not on any WhatsApp groups. You've bashed relatives online. I think your relatives fear you by now. Once in our WhatsApp groups.
Our WhatsApp group has been built for a certain purpose, isn't it?
Yes.
Wewe uja contribute hata 1000, unaenda kuleta majokes za Dr. Kingori hapo. I mean, we want serious
Kwani jokes zangu si free?
Hapana, kwa mfano.
There's a theory that ladies raised by single mothers wanadharau wanaume. How does it affect you raising your daughters and your sons by yourself?
Kwa mtu akiamua kudharau bwana yake akatwe shingo is none of my business. As a woman, you have to be humble and you have to provide you have to be, as in being humble means you have to attain the duties of being a mother and being a woman, irrespective of you being a Akothee. Hata mimi uchunwa saa zingine.
Wewe? Wewe
can you imagine?
Na mtu?
And I put food on the table.
Unachunwa pesa ama unachunwa?
Cindy, if I misbehave in the relationship, my man has the guts to remind me, hey, unajua hapa hakuna Madam Boss. Madam Boss unachanga kwa mlango.
But Akothee, you said you are single.
Achana na mimi bwana.
And kwa hii story ya single parenting, like I said, I feel it's becoming a crisis. Do you think we'll ever solve it? Ama that's where the world has come, because most children say are being raised by single parents. Most children. Kila mtu. I think in every 10 men kuna mtu akona mtoto nje mahali. Aki.
Yeah, I actually told my children, if it ever happens that you get pregnant and the guy turns you down, the baby is ours. Simply because it's very painful. You know, that energy, Dr. Kingori, of following someone who's made you pregnant. Kwanza, the pregnancy itself ni mzigo. You know, we blame this thing both sides. I believe women can also regulate these sex things. But you people also, you promise us too much. When you tell me you'll take care of me and the baby, now when the baby comes, you turn your back. So what can we believe?
Very, very, very wise counsel coming from Madam Boss. On this camera here, Pasha Madem. A good one. Apa. A good
What ani unfollow that tujali tunapata followers kila siku.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. To the young girls out there, first and foremost, thank you so much for following me on Instagram at Akothee Kenya. We will not stop sukumaring each other about the truth. Please, just know that no man has plans for you. You have plans for yourself. First and foremost, before you think of having a family, just remember what Akothee is going through. I'm juggling between 5 jobs at the same time. I haven't seen my young 2 boys for the past 2 months, and it makes me break down each and every time I think about them. Remember, I have to provide for them. In as much as they were born by Muzungus, I still have to play part of a mother. Men would come and go, but your children will still remain. Don't be afraid of your past. Embrace it, because it defines your future. Be who you are. Walk with pride. Love yourself. Appreciate yourself. Always remind yourself every morning that I am fearfully and wonderfully made by God. Thank you.
Akothee, hiyo unakuanga umeandika mahali ya kwenda interview?
You just give me good vibes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
so
coming
much.
to our show.
Yeah.
I hope to
And
keep
I'm your fan, by the way. My
Asante
children,
sana.
I started following you because of my children.
Thank
They're
you.
like, Dr. Kingori was playing Baby Daddy today.
Eh.
That Baby Daddy has a very, very heavy story. My Baby Daddy threw me out again in 2016 with all my 5 children. 2016 was the other day when I was already Akothee, and you don't know. In Switzerland.
Now we know. Now we know.
Thank you so much.
But thank you. We hope tukikuita utakam tena.
Nitakam tena
You're
tena.
always full of positive vibes.
Thank you so
Ndio.
much.
Wapi makofi ya Akothee? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's it for the weekend edition. See you next week. My name is Dr. Kingori.